The time now, it's 11 o'clock on this Wednesday, June 25th, 2014 on Wednesday night. Time now for Wonder Magician PJ Wiggins, the late hour report. Wednesday night, June 25th, 2014. Good evening, everybody. Our congregations at 11 o'clock in North Massachusetts. Got a temperature 75 degrees on temperature, humidity 82%, wind speed variable about 3 miles per barometer, 20 about 90 inches, stupid about 69 degrees, and visibility of 10 miles. Alright, let's take a look at our radar scope, and it shows a line of rain showers from eastern Nova Scotia, central Nova Scotia, stretching it out for southern New Brunswick, stretching it out from much of Maine, New Hampshire, and up to the Vermont, down for western Massachusetts, and northwestern Connecticut, and down for southern tier New York, down for western New Jersey, eastern Pennsylvania, down for eastern Maryland, and this is all bands of heavy showers and thunderstorms from eastern Minneapolis and Baltimore, Maryland, stretching to northern Delaware, stretching out Pennsylvania, and curving down for north central New Jersey, down for southern tier New York, and then stretching to west central Massachusetts, and down for southwestern New Hampshire here. So that means that this is a cell with torrential rain, heavy rain, some lightning strikes, and a few gusty winds are possible there with this cell. And this is possible damage in winds. Right in Leominster, New Hampshire. It's going to be in Sutton, Salisbury, and Tilton in the next minutes or so. So those in that area, try to stay safe here. And we also got a couple of batches of rain showers in St. John's and Prince Edward Island here. And a couple of batches of spotty rain showers in West Virginia and for west central Ohio and northwestern Ohio. Batches of rain showers in south central Virginia down to northeastern North Carolina and up in South Carolina, southern Georgia, and northeastern Florida and southern Florida. Patches of rain showers in eastern Tennessee and some showers and thunderstorms from northeastern Mexico, stretching to southern coastal Texas and down for Louisiana. Western Alabama, Mississippi, down for Arkansas, down for east central Oklahoma, and a lot of showers and storms from northeastern Colorado, stretching to western Nebraska, western Dakotas, and a lot of rain showers by the Denver area and down for south on the 25 New Colorado Springs and down for northeastern New Mexico. And we got some rain showers in central eastern Nevada down for western Idaho, Oregon, western Washington down for northeastern Idaho, down for western Montana, northwestern and east central portions of Wyoming. And spotty rain showers by Indiana, western Illinois, north central Illinois, and west central Wisconsin, and stretching out for south central British Columbia, eastern Alberta, and for south central Saskatchewan. It's some spotty rain showers by some portions of Quebec and some portions of Ontario. Kannapolis, Kansas. Good evening. 78 degrees with clear skies here. Let's take a look at our satellite loop. Shows coming a bunch of clouds coming a bunch of New England and a bunch of eastern Canada, stretching out for eastern New York, eastern Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and out for Delmarva Peninsula. And a couple of bunch of clouds coming to southeastern Virginia and northeastern New Jersey. Bunch of clouds coming to a bunch of Mexico, stretching out the Gulf states, and coming to a bunch of Texas and stretching it up into the Plain states and the Rockies, and stretching it up into the Northern Rockies and the Pacific Northwest and out for California and Nevada, and stretching out some of British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba. Bunch of clouds coming into Saskatchewan, stretching up to Alberta and British Columbia. And a bunch of clouds coming to Churchill Bay. And a couple of bunch of clouds coming to Florida. Alright, let's take a look at our map situation here. Pink front stretching from southwestern Oregon down to sea, a cold front off the northern California coastline, and a station front from north central California down for Nevada. And you got a cold front from Nevada stretching to Utah down for Wyoming. And we got a stationary front from northeastern Wyoming stretching to Nebraska, and a cold front from Missouri stretching to Kentucky down for West Virginia. And we got a stationary front from Pennsylvania stretching it up into North New England and up into Atlantic Canada. And a pink front from eastern Montana and down for southwestern Saskatchewan. You got a frontier from Utah and northeastern Arizona, and another frontier from eastern Colorado to northeastern New Mexico, and a frontier from Virginia down to the Carolinas and eastern Georgia. And we got a frontier from eastern Ontario, central, and southwestern Quebec. And we got high pressure at Lake Superior, and James Bay, and Gulf of Mexico here. And we got low pressure in northeastern Nevada off the Oregon coastline, Wyoming, southwestern Saskatchewan, northeastern Colorado, and eastern Pennsylvania. 76 degrees on temperature in Boston. It's 84 in Washington, D.C., 80 in Atlanta, 82 in Miami, it's 80 in Brownsville, Texas, 77 in Dallas, Texas, it's 82 in Kansas City, 63 in Chicago, 67 in Minneapolis, it's 92 in Albuquerque, New Mexico, 82 in Denver, 90 in Salt Lake City, 70 in Los Angeles, 63 in San Francisco, 75 in Great Falls, Montana, 74 in Seattle. Alright, let's take a look at our current conditions around the region. It's 73 in Boston, 77 in Fitchburg, 74 in Bedford, 75 in Beverly, 72 in Gloucester, 78 in Lawrence, 72 in Worcester, 73 in Sturbridge, 73 in Webster, 74 in Milford, 73 in Norwood, 76 in Taunton, 72 in Bedford, and Falmouth in the Province Head, 73 in Plymouth, 69 in Chatham, 68 in Cape Cod Bay, 70 in Missouri, 67 in Nantucket, 70 in Block Island, 69 in Wesley, 70 in TF Green, 72 in Smithfield, it's 77 in Springfield, it's 73 in Sturbridge and Webster, 74 in Milford, 72 out in Worcester, 74 in Amherst, 70 in Greenfield, 68 in Pittsfield and in North Adams, and in Bennington, Vermont, 70 in Albany, New York, 70 in Keene, New Hampshire, 69 in Jeffrey, New Hampshire, 70 in Concord, New Hampshire, Manchester, 71 degrees, 76 in Ashworth, 79 in Ainsbury, 66 in New Hampshire, May, 77 in Windsor, 76 in Hartford, 74 in Meriden and Raven, and in Danbury, Connecticut, 73 in Waterbury, and 73 out in Bridgeport, 71 in Long Island, 73 in New York City, 72 in Islip, and 71 in Montauk. Alright, let's take a look at our current discussion around the country here. Showers and thunderstorms for the Southern United States and showers for parts of northwestern New England here. A slow moving cold front approach to the east coast on Wednesday night will do around the scattered showers and thunderstorms from the coastal Carolinas to New England. The greatest concentration of rain will befall will likely be confined from New York to Maine, where the best western will be found. Low humidity expected to arrive behind the front for Thursday. While temperatures not expected to fall that much. And west, building up a little first, we'll see then a cold front southward to front the Southern Rockies and result in the development of isolated to scattered showers and storms, and moisture flowing into the Pacific will also help generate showers for the parts of the Oregon and Washington close out the week. Ahead of this features across the western high plains, actually severe storms will be possible as moisture and stability affected the upward. Alright, forecast discussion here in New England here. Here we go. Scattered showers and thunderstorms are moving to southern New Hampshire, northwestern Massachusetts, and over connected this evening in effect mainly Rhode Island, eastern Massachusetts, Thursday as a cold front crosses the region. The dry weather will stays with low temperatures and low humidity levels arrives Thursday night and continues throughout the weekend. Very warm and humid air returns early next week. Near temperature 6 a.m. Thursday morning. 10 p.m. update as intensity of rainfall begins to show signs of slow weakening as indicates rain from loss of daytime heating as SPC minutes still analysts indicates any leftover cables combined to the lower Hudson Valley of New York, southward into New Jersey and Pennsylvania. This trend is combined with weak mid-level lapse rates and marginal shear suggests convection will continue to slowly weaken in the next few hours with a trend of flash flood and diminution overnight. Geopolar radar estimates from Boston and radar indicate up to 3 to 4 inches of rainfall occurred from northwest Massachusetts to southwestern New Hampshire. This is supported by self-service reports. Hillsborough, New Hampshire, 3.62 inches of rain. Chalmont, Massachusetts, 2.62 inches of rain. And Coleraine, Massachusetts, had 2.13 inches of rain. Flash flooding was not more widespread, and this heavy rain was distributed 2 separate slugs of heavy rainfall. This evening had spread out over several hours. So, remaining in the forecast match up nicely with current trends, so no major change with this update. And let's take a look at our ties for the bow. 78 for Boston and Worcester, 80 for Concord, 75 for Portland, 77 for Rutland, 80 for Albany, 83 for Hartford, and 84 for New York. So tomorrow's high temperature range for the region will be 75 to 84 degrees. And tomorrow, a few strong thunderstorms are possible tonight in the distance to Thursday in the central and eastern New England and hazardous low-class torrential rain and isolated strong wind gusts and very low-class flood and a few dry tree limbs and some lightning strikes. Hit. And now let's take a look at our futurecast radar. So now, heavy rain from Concord from up to Portland down to New Hampshire, Vermont, and western Massachusetts, and enough in south central New York, and New Jersey. Here at 11 o'clock, then 1 a.m. Follow the line here as it's now in the west central Massachusetts, approaching the Springfield, Hartford areas, and around Danbury and around New York City by about 1 a.m. And about 3 a.m. it'll be in Hartford, Springfield, Worcester, and down from Fitchburg and down to southwestern New Hampshire by about 3 a.m. 2 a.m. around the Concord, New Hampshire area. And then 4 a.m. it'll be in the Boston vicinity and Stanford, Southeastern Massachusetts and Eastern Coastal New Hampshire at Pennsylvania, Stanford, Rhode Island. Here and then 6 o'clock the storms will be out of here as we can see some showers and thunderstorms over the night, and then for tomorrow we will see some spotty showers and a few thunderstorms. So it's not a washout, but be on the lookout for some showers and thunderstorms for tomorrow after a heavy rain overnight. So don't be shocked to hear a rumble of thunder in the overnight hours. Alright, let's take a look at a view outside. And it shows us a human night on tap. So I hope you've got AC in your house with you tonight, because it is going to be a sticky night. Alright, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. It goes like this. While you're sleeping in the overnight hours of tonight, we're going to see a chance of showers and thunderstorms mainly after 3 a.m. Some of the storms produce heavy rain, patchy fog after midnight. Otherwise, cloudy skies to the low 71 degrees and south with about 6 to 8 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 30%. New rain for amounts between the 10th and quarter inch. Just how much possible thunderstorms. For Thursday, showers and possibly a thunderstorm mainly before 5 p.m. and a chance of showers and thunderstorms after 5 p.m. Some of the storms produce heavy rain and patchy fog before 10 a.m. high near 80 degrees. South with about 6 to 8 miles per cover. West in the afternoon, the chance of precipitation is 90%. New rain for amounts between 3/4 and 1 inch possible. For Thursday night, chance of showers and thunderstorms before 10 p.m. Then a slight chance of showers between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. Otherwise, patchy fog after 9 p.m. Otherwise, most of the got low 60 degrees and north wind about 6 miles per hour. Wind gusts tonight, 24 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 30%. New rain for amounts of less than 10 minutes. 6 miles possible thunderstorms. For Friday, most of the skies at 76 degrees, north wind about 8 miles per hour. Friday night, most of the coast got low 54 degrees. And Saturday, skies at 82 degrees. Saturday night, most of the coast got low 59 degrees. Sunday, skies at 82 degrees. Saturday night, Park got low 61 degrees. Monday, most of the skies at 84 degrees. Monday night, Park got low 66 degrees. Tuesday, most of the skies at 84 degrees. Tuesday night, most of the skies got low 68 degrees. For Wednesday, most of the skies with a high 85 degrees. Here, Peters, what a phrase of the night! A sticky night of tap with some showers and thunderstorms in the overnight and hours and remaining for much of tomorrow.
Their play dates first. Their vacations first. That's why it feels so good when
Peter Channel News Time, 11:12.
with time-saving features like mobile deposits.
And it's time to take a quick look at the traffic situation. And everything is smooth sailing on highways, byways, Massachusetts.
That's why here, you're first.
If you want our best deal,
And we got
for your trade,
93 South Little Soul due to some road construction in Charlestown, closed due to road construction on Carpet Lane southbound between the entrance and Zachem Bridge in Boston. That's reported by DOT for Charlestown extra miles. You are going to go on the highways and byways of New England and this PJs. Have a good night with a good positive attitude. And our programming note here, and the Red Sox and Mariners. That's actually I do right after every Red Sox game to do a sports roundup, but I'm going to get to bed about after this. What I've been just up a little because I got voice of work at North Media Center in Providence tomorrow. So tomorrow morning's schedule will go like this. It'll be the Weather Magician Morning Report tomorrow morning about 7 a.m. and then after I upload the Weather Magician, I'm going to do tonight's sports action on the Sports Roundup tomorrow morning. So you will get your sports roundup, your sports highlights of tonight tomorrow morning. It's kind of like a little bit of morning paper. So Peter said have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Good night.